Okay, we're back working on this 2013 Dodge Dart, and it's going to be the same from a 13 to a 16. We've got a blower fan in here that's making noise. It's not gone out yet, but it is making a little noise, so we're going to go ahead and replace that here today. You're not going to need a lot of tools. You may need a little plastic trim tool. It's not really necessary. You'll need one of these to pop out these plastic clips, and this is a 5.5 millimeter, so you'll need that. Got a little micro ratchet here. Let's go ahead and take our replacement out here and take a look at it. And another thing I was gonna mention, you know, as we get in here, we're gonna take a look and make sure there's no debris down in this. Now, sometimes if you get a lot of debris or something in there, it could be causing the noise. So you want to make sure that that's not the issue before you actually replace it. Okay, so first thing, we're over here on the passenger side of the vehicle. Now, one of the things you're not going to like about this is this thing is really buried up in here a little bit, so you're going to have to really crawl down in here to get to this. All right, we're going to go ahead and start with this panel. You just want to pop it out. You probably can just pop this out with your hand and then just pull it back. And notice how you got this part right here that kind of slides up under there, so just pull it back. Next thing up, we got this piece here that we need to remove. Okay, so next thing we're going to get these plastic clips on each side. Now these are really on a flimsy, I'm kind of twisting this to try to pull it out of there, because that plastic piece is really flimsy there. Now it's possible that you could break these, but they sell kits of these that are really cheap. Alright, so we got one. We'll get the other side. Alright, I'm just going to do the same thing here. Alright, now with that, this piece will just come out of here. Alright, so we start looking back up in here. See, this is where our cabin filter is, and then back up behind that where the connector is, where we're going to be going to get to the motor here. Okay, so first thing, we're going to get these connectors. You're going to have to squeeze on the back side here. Okay, that one's really stuck, the one on top. Alright, so there, got that one. Alright, so here's where we're going. You can see the lower, one of the lower ones there that we're going to get to. So it's just really not easy to get in here. You got to lay down. And I'm getting actually the easiest one here first. Alright, so I'm trying to go for this top one here. It's rather difficult. And then we got one over here, if you can see anything I'm doing. But I'm kind of just laying down. Alright, so I got that one. So these are going to be equally as fun to put back. Just want to move this little wire over, clips under that cover. Pull these two back over here. Now you can see that one there, right here. If the wire will stay out of the way. Just a minute. Alright, there's the last one. There's the cover. And it might be a good idea to place a mark just so you put it back in the same way. All right, so we're going to set it down here. Well, it doesn't appear to be any debris in there, so that's a sign that it's definitely the bearings going out. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the other one over here. Right, we'll just do a quick comparison. What matters is that our bolt holes line up. So we don't need the cover piece that we had before. We'll just bolt this directly up. Now I put a little paint dot on here. Now one difference we had is that this wire on this one is coming out like right directly where that tab is, whereas this one is more over here. It's down a little bit lower, so this is, I'm going to put it back in this way because essentially that's how I took this one out, but the wire location's a little bit different. I don't know that it makes any difference. Right there, my mark lines up with my other mark there. All right, so we just got to get the screws back in now. And of course, we're going to tighten these all at the same time. We're not going to just snug one down and then go to the other because we'll have alignment problems. So I'm just going to get them all in and then snug them all at once. Just get the top one. All right, now we can just go through and snug them all up. Now, it goes without saying that those are going into plastic, so don't over tighten them and ruin them. All right, I'll make sure I got the right one here. Okay, head it backwards. Now you want to go ahead and test this before you put all this back in. Now I know you didn't hear this thing before, so you'll just have to take my word for it, but it was noisy. All right, let's give it a second to kick on here. Definitely quieter. I mean, it almost seems like it's blowing stronger than it was before. So we'll see how it holds up. I mean, it's an aftermarket, but it's doing the job and it's not making any racket. It's coming out pretty good. All right, let's get this little piece back in. Just pop our little clips back into their spots. And those little push pins are kind of difficult to push in there, just like they are to remove. All right, so we're gonna slide that little tab. All right, and there we go. All right, so that's gonna do it for the video, replacing this. So if you have fans making noise or it quits blowing altogether, then you know what you need to do. So it wouldn't be too bad, but it is kind of difficult to reach up in there to get to it. So anyways, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. As always, I invite you to subscribe, and thank you for watching.